Hello and welcome again to activities going on at the ALJA convention in Trenton, New Jersey. And so we have with us um, James Jensen, that is right there as an eyewitness, and he's going to be bringing us the news. Jensen, you are welcome.
Okay, patient, thank you so much for this opportunity once again. We know we are broadcasting from New Jersey today. We have the president of ALJA, and that happens to be Joe Mason. If
We
you
want
know
to see your
Joe,
face.
Joe has been
Excuse me,
working very hard,
Jensen.
and now
Right.
he has organized several national conventions, ALJA, and to tell us all about this ongoing convention, Two-Way Radio has decided to speak to Joe, and so we are happy to have Joe. Joe, welcome.
Thank you, James. It's a pleasure to be on.
Thank you so much. What is all happening today?
Well, this weekend happens to be our seventh annual convention of an organization. Every year, our constitutional mandates us to gather together as members of this association to just reflect on the association itself in terms of, we're coming from where we are and where we're going to go. So our members are meeting here, and we're being joined by friends and other colleagues from other parts of the world. There will be officials of the government, including the Minister of Information, who will be joining us as well. Our guest speaker is the standard bearer of the newly established People's Liberation Party, Dr. Dana Castell. He will be our guest speaker. The mayor of Trenton, New Jersey, America Curry, was kind enough to agree to serve as our induction speaker because, mind you, this year we were holding elections for new officers, and at the banquet on Saturday, the 25th of this month, when we do hold the banquet, those elected at our general ceremony will be installed into office.
Okay, now you are here in Trenton. Now, ALJA, Liberian journalists in America, but media institutions in Liberia expect from ALJA.
Well, one of the core objectives of ALJA is to continue to empower Liberian journalists, help to build their capacity, be involved in the professional development. That is something that my administration has focused on over the last 2 years. We've established a number of media training. Even today, at the onset of our convention today, we had a hybrid media training that involved close to 30 journalists who met at the Arcade on Carey Street. We had a number of different instructors from different universities and colleges around the world. We have veteran journalists speak to them on a number of different topics. And so going forward, that will be our focus as well. Even though our organization is an advocacy organization, but one of the things we also do is to continue to empower Liberian journalists who we think will be a problem.
Right now, when you talk about workshop, what could be some of the key topics you think these guys who came to this convention will take?
So one of the focus for this year's convention, when we sat down, craft our goals for this convention, we looked at the explosion of social media. Social media platform as well. Unless you who are trained journalists, there are a lot of folks who just grab the microphone these days, grab the camera these days, and they try to solve this type of journalists. And we are journalists, we have to go through the rudiments. We have to do school. Many of us have to do school. We have to practice. And so when we talk about what to do this year, was to consider, journalism, which is the new media technology, and we said to ourselves, how do we bring professionals together to help who are in a social media production learn the rudiments and the guardrails, of the profession. So that's why we decided to do.
Okay, Liberia has very serious problems looking at political, economic, social. Now, media institution being independent is very important. I think that is found within your team for out to media institutions by means the head of the media institution being sure we have vibrant media institutions.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, the overall theme of our convention this year is the quest for an independent, ethical, and sustainable media.
Okay.
The three components, they are all interrelated and connected.
Okay.
Because if the media is not sustainable, is prone to ethical lapses, uh, then you have challenges. If media is independent, it cannot sustain itself, then it's prone to be influenced, by folks who have, money.
Right.
And if you can influence the media, you have your agenda, and that's how not the media ought not to work. I mean, so what we've done this year is to bring together a number of professionals, a number of veterans, including the president of the PEL, the president of ALJA, Peter Kokwe, the publisher of the New Dawn newspaper, Mr. Otello Gabla, media watcher, uh, Carter Reeves, and a number of folks to say, look, we have this issue that is obtaining in the media right now. Let's bring these people together and let's know what the solution will be, as opposed to us just trying to tailor a solution for our folks in Liberia. We believe these professionals can be able to advance suggestions that we can proffer as a way forward.
Just election, how's it going to be?
Oh, you mean ALJA's election? Oh, very competitive. Well, except for the top
Okay.
ticket.
Okay.
And I say that with with the different great degree of what can I say?
Respect
For the police. Yeah. Because you're part of ALJA, James. You're highly professional. You have skilled, able, professional men and women in ALJA. But they've decided and said to themselves that they've had that much confidence in me. Apparently, as a matter of what's done over the last 2 years, and they said that they wanted to become a post. So I'm really grateful to them. I'm really humbled by that show of confidence in my leadership, and I think it's well saying to me, yeah, you don't, well, but we need to do work.
Did you Margaret manage to be the lone president to compare?
No, not at all. Not at all. I did not. I would not in the lead. But I'm grateful nevertheless, because at least I don't have to campaign. I can focus on preparing for the convention and begin to even plan for the next 2 years in terms of what we want to do.
Okay. Just a short way of getting information. So do you have any final comments? We know we will talk to you before the convention can be closed, where you give us a full, list of achievements. But, for purposes of just this short interview, is there anything final that you wish to tell those who are attending the convention, the Liberian media institutions, political institutions, and the government of Liberia, and that's the United States government?
So to our colleagues in Liberia, I want to make this point that as an organization, we will remain involved, focus on issues near and dear to our police. There were, a lot of concerns raised today at the hybrid media training workshop that we'll listen to keenly, and we intend, in this next term, to be even more involved when it comes to capacity building, when it comes to empowering the media, when it comes to meeting some of the logistical needs that exist in the media. So those are things we'll be focused on. In terms of our advocacy, our voice will continue to be loud, because we are passionate about what is happening in our country. We believe our voice is critical to putting the government in check when it comes to issues regarding the rule of law, independence of the media, ensuring that the judiciary, acts properly, ensuring that the freedom of press is protected. All those issues, James, are critical to our democracy. And as an advocacy organization, we will be loud when we see things, that we hear things that we believe is not in line with good governance, we will speak out. When it comes to our colleagues here, ALJA members here, I want to be grateful for their support over the last year, and I'm thank them for the confidence, and I'm looking forward to do it even more over the course of the next 2 years. So those potential members of ALJA who are still on the fence, I want to encourage you to come on board. ALJA is a noble organization, established for a noble cause. And I think collectively we can do even more. So I want to encourage them, if you're still on the fence, hopefully you can see what we're doing and judge based on what we've done and say, what they've done is good enough for me to be a part.
Okay, it was nice talking with you.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, that was Joe Mason, the president of ALJA, and telling all his own perspective about this year convention. Next in line is the person who wants to contest the vice presidential position, and that person
Excuse
is
me, excuse
Peter
me,
Mark.
Jensen.
Just in a few seconds, we're gonna have Peter.
Excuse me, Jensen.
But before we jump, Peter, question, how
Excuse me,
is the volume?
Jensen. Jensen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Can you
hearing
hear
you.
me? I need to see your
Yeah.
face. Can you take the camera up a little bit? I need to see your face.
Yeah. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I can see you now.
But you can hear
Yeah,
me from here, right?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I have with me the person who is contesting the vice presidential position of ALJA, and that person happens to be Mr. Peter Massacre. Peter, come on, sir, come on. Yeah. Okay, this is Peter Massacre. He is the current.
I'm the
Introduce yourself.
current and former Secretary General of the Delaware Valley chapter of ALJA, and also I'm just in the capacity of the business chairman for
Okay.
Senate.
Okay. To the viewer, this is Peter Massacre. He's the vice president, the president who is contested vice presidential position of ALJA, and we, to a radio, just want to get some words from him. Peter, to contest for the position of vice president of ALJA. Why the first did you decide to contest? And the second question would be, why do you think you are the best person to contest this position?
Thank you for just giving me the opportunity. We've been in ALJA for the past 5 years now, and we are seeing what we call leadership gap. The fact that the national president Joe making has been very instrumental in most of the decision making and concept documents have been put into place. But again, as an organization, the national is by an individual who is very active, an individual who is people driven, an individual who knows the issues, an individual who has the ability to help others go by identifying funding that will help promote and support media development in Liberia. And I believe I possess those qualities. Prior to expressing interest in contesting for the national level, I served as Secretary General for the General Body Chapter, at which time we were able to put together, let's say, revamp the chapter. We have members of the chapter that express this.
For one, we want to ask, who is Peter Massacre?
Well, Peter Massacre is an entrepreneur. I'm a young Liberian. I'm the president of the Massacre Agency and also JMAS Group of Companies. It's a conglomeration of companies back in Liberia with over 100 employees. I'm a certified and licensed insurance agent across 50 states in the United States. So, I have a business background. I have a bachelor's degree in business from Berkeley University.
This has to do with media activities, persons who are expected to be writing, mirroring society, check on society, and make sure we have independent media institutions across Liberia and even where myself. Now, you come from a business background. Why do you think you are best suited for this position?
Well, I'm best suited because, like this program for media, I'm from the media background.
Okay.
I worked for TV and Renaissance Communication for 7 years
Okay.
prior to me migrating to the United States. At RCR, I work as a roofing reporter. I cover the United Nations. I cover the Ministry of Public Works. I cover the Ministry of Labor. With that, I travel all 50 countries of Liberia, and I understand the challenges our colleagues are faced with. Even prior to coming to ALJA, I personally use funds to help promote media development in Liberia.
Okay.
I work with media institutions like OKFM. I provided modern broadcast equipment to those institutions, including the KMTV, including the Union of Liberia. So it has been my passion to support media development. So I think coming to the national leadership of ALJA, that just adds an extra value to already doing. So the issue of the Liberian media is not going to be the massacre.
Okay.
I'm fully prepared and ready to take the time.
Do you think you're going to win to this Saturday election?
Well, I believe I'm the best candidate, and I believe I'm going to win because the name Peter Massacre in ALJA is a household name because of my work. I'm a person that's been very proactive in what I do in both ALJA and in my personal level to this person. So most of my colleagues here, they know Peter Massacre. You know, leadership is not just about friendship. You need people who have time, people who are willing to develop energy and identify resources. And one of my major goals for ALJA as a media person or as an insurance guru, I'm going to find out the ALJA national leadership in securing a $2 million security bond. In the United States, everyone needs good credit to identify grants. ALJA says they need money for media development. With ALJA, generate resources when they don't have the credit. So I'm coming from that background. Also, I'm going to work with the national leadership to ensure that ALJA has professional and general ability that will protect ALJA members. Because of that, I'm going to identify other resources within my business connection to help media development. This is why so now be on the $10 million, 10,000 analysis other project for media development in Liberia through my personal funding through the Microsoft Foundation.
Okay. Since you are all busy, what are your final words as you leave this market?
Well, I just want to say thank you for affording me the opportunity to be on your platform. More to that, I want to call on all eligible voters of ALJA not to vote based on friendship. You need individuals that have been tested and tried. You need individuals that is willing to work. You need individuals that have the connection. You need individuals that have the people person skills and active communication skills. And I believe I'm that person.
Finally, before you leave this marketing, why if you don't win the election?
Well, if I don't win the election, I'm a member of ALJA. Remember, we are all volunteers.
Right.
So ALJA doesn't pay any official.
Right.
So I will take with me an active member of ALJA. I will support the national leadership through my capacity program for Liberian media in Liberia I've already been doing. So I'm not going anywhere. I will remain a formidable member of the organization and continue to support the national leadership. But I'm 100% that I'm going to win the election.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was Peter Masquer, who is contesting for the position of Vice President of ALJA. And today we're talking to some officials. I think now I have the perfect opportunity to talk to someone who wants to become the Secretary General of ALJA. And this person is no one, and this is a little word, right? However, this is, she's going to introduce herself, and then you're going to know exactly what she has in mind. Welcome to a Radio.
Welcome.
So we told that you're going to be contesting of Secretary General.
Okay, hi, my name is Akai Awunakunjode. I'm going to be contesting for the position of National Secretary General. And this has served the organization before. There's going to be a retention force.
Why do you
Thank
think
you.
you should be elected?
Jensen, can you come in the video, please? Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I need both for you.
I just thought let the people get to see her. I'm just let me be in the background so that you can. Yeah, they see you. It's fine.
Okay, I think I'm the best fit for the organization. I've served the organization for a long period of time since I came in 2017. I initially did not come with the intention of going a position. First, as an ordinary person, consider my services whenever needed. And I think with the level of time I've spent in the relationship I built people and how well I do my job, all the everything, and making sure that everything about the organization in terms of our announcements for the future is out there in our various rooms and also on Facebook and other media outlets. And I think I should be given the opportunity to go back to the country, not only because I'm a woman, But I think that this time is the time for women to move on. This is the time for
That's
women
right.
to, well, sorry, I don't have the programs here for
Mm.
our program. When you take a look at the programs that we have, it's all men. It's all men in this organization. We need female inclusion. We need people to be leaders. We need people to take over. We need people to step and do just exactly what the men are doing. And I think I've done that since the last 2 years, and for all of the time I've been on.
So it's going to be election.
Yeah.
Are you confident you're going to win the election from all of what you have done?
I'm very confident enough. I'm very confident I'm going to do this election. I've been reaching out with everybody. I think I have a very good interpersonal relationship skill. I think that people in Aja believe in me and they are willing to support me so positively. I'm very confident that they will support me and I will emerge when the coming Saturday.
Lastly, why if you don't win the election?
I try to win the election,
Mm.
even though I know I will win.
Okay.
But let me just answer that question. If I
Mm.
don't win the election, I will still work
Okay.
because when I came into Aja, I did not come as a leader. I to serve. I been serving a long time ago since 2007. I will
Yeah.
continue to do. I don't need a position to serve an organization. I'm passionate about what I do. It's just a continuation of what I did in Liberia, and that's exactly what I'm doing in the organization here before. For somebody who is very passionate about what they do, for somebody who does not need for a certain position to be able to make many contributions. Losing an election is nothing. It's just another step of getting involved. There are other things in Asia that need to be done. There are other committees in Asia that need members to work on. So
Okay.
there are so many things that I can take advantage of. If I'm not the winner, I'm willing to work with whoever that's like this. There's still open positions. Secretary position. There's some other position I'm open. There are also committees that still need members. I also I'm also from the Delaware Body Chapter. There are open positions within chapter, and I'm ready to work as an national leader.
So what would be your final comment? I all of you guys are very busy today.
Yeah, we kind of very busy. We have to go to work. Election City. My final comments
Mm.
were everyone out there, especially in our lives, who were whatever you need to support a winner, you have to do it. Considering our role, this is the new millennium. We are not out anymore. We are not in the teaching anymore. We are moving out. We are step forward. We are making meaningful contributions. Asking everyone, if any member of AJA is watching this interview, I'm encouraging you to put high message high. I will take later the best the right
What
choice.
about the men?
But the men too. Yeah.
Okay.
Women, men, everyone watching, if you know you got your friend, you got your medicine AJA, encourage them to vote for me. This is high. We got to keep it going. We got to keep this ball going. I need
That's
this
right.
term, okay? Thank you all for watching.
It was a nice time with
Thank
you.
you for having me on your show. Thank you.
Okay.
This is a very good platform. I'm following your program.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to all the presenters.
Yeah. So patient. Can you call me Joe, please? Okay. As I said to you, patient. Yeah, that's what we have today. We have the person that is contesting with the other person on position of vice president. I don't see
Mhm.
Joey here, but I think we might have a time to talk to Joey. Let me see if I can get him quickly. If not, then we just drop this.
Ah,
Um,
I understand that,
we
uh, Jensen. I
Yeah,
understand that.
patient. What is the observation?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay.
I'm hearing you, patient.
I understand that the
How's your phone?
information minister should be at that program. Is he around? Can you bring him on camera? Have
No,
you seen
no,
him?
we don't have the information minister here. In fact, we will make room to talk to him as soon as we get him. I guess it might be like tomorrow or probably Saturday. But as soon as we get the minister information, he's somebody that we want to talk to with a question on what is happening in Liberia and how the government on approach towards a lot of things. But for now, we are talking to officials of ALJA and the contestants and some members of Just so for now, just take a break because everybody's like trying to find we're leaving from here and going to another program from here. So we're supposed to be going to a lot of states. And tonight, yeah, we might be able to speak to most of the members since we just spoke to the president, the contestant. We also will find the time to talk to the persons that would be that would be around. But I wish I would have spoken to the last person so that I would give him a perfect opportunity on this platform, session. So I don't know. I don't know where is Joey. I try to get to him. Let me see. Mine. Joey Kennedy.
Okay.
Just a minute, please.
So
Let's see. I just want to give him.
if you're just watching us, we are covering ALJA convention in Trenton, New Jersey, and on camera, on scene, it's James Jensen, and he was speaking
Yeah,
to the leadership of ALJA. So bear with us. I think he's having some technical problem in the back. We're just speaking to the president of ALJA and those that are contesting for the leadership position in ALJA. So we will be back. Jen Jensen will be back to give us the live coverage of what is going on in Trenton, New Jersey. This is 2A Radio TV, and we are broadcasting live, bringing to you the current convention of ALJA, which is taking place right now in Trenton, New Jersey. So we still bringing to you more development from our OB crew. So just a break, and we'll be right back. We're still trying to connect with our OB crew, and all the way in Trenton, New Jersey. We are bringing to you live coverage of what is taking place in New Jersey, the ALJA convention that is currently ongoing. So we are bringing to you the live, the live, the live. So wherever you are, stay tuned, and we continue with our broadcast while we await Jensen to come back on live from our OB.
Thank you, Lord, for all you have done. If I don't thank you, failed me. I tried every other God, and they all let me down. They all say I should give something for something. Let me love on the sacrifice before they can bless me. But since I met you, you've never asked me for a dime. You keep on showering, you shower your blessings all over me. If I don't praise you, if I don't worship you, você monta do pé, you can't me tato pe ba. Tato. You are my provider, everything now you. If I don't praise you, who else will I praise? If I don't worship you, who else will I worship? Hey, você mo tato pe, you can't let me tato pe ba. Tato, 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 yes I want mo koyo wale yo. If I don't praise you, who else will I praise? If I don't worship you, who else will I worship? Hey, você mo tato pe, you can't let me tato pe ba. Tato, 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 yes I want mo koyo wale yo. Tato e pe mo, tato. For all you have done, hey, tato. I get to bed for you, tato. You are the great God, tato. Mo koyo wale yo, tato. Yes, I want, tato. Mo wale konya, hey, tato. You are the great I am that I am, tato. Yeah, tato. Mo koyo wale yo, tato. Yes, I want, tato.
And we are back again with our OB crew all the way in Trenton, New Jersey. And we are here in studio wishing the best for all the contestants at the ALJA convention, those that are contesting for leadership. We wish them all the best. And may the best person win. The best person with the best vision. And so we are back here with James Benson, who is bringing us live coverage from Trenton, New Jersey. Jensen?
Yeah, patient, as we started already, we have spoken to the president of ALJA. We spoke to the other contestant at the first segment of this broadcast. Right now, we have with us the second person that happens to be Joey Kennedy. He's also the contestant for the position of vice president for ALJA. Secretary General, sorry. He is the one that is contesting against the lady who just left the microphone. So,
Yeah.
Joey, welcome to the radio.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being on your platform today, and thank you so much for such a wonderful establishment. I think you're making some very significant progress, and I'm so proud that you have such a very viable institution that is helping us in propagating and spreading the sort of activities that we are involved with here today as an association.
Okay, but you are contesting for the position of Secretary General for ALJA. Who is Joey Kennedy?
Okay, Joey Kennedy is a Liberian. I am a journalist. I've been at least for more than half of my life so far. I served as a journalist in Liberia. Just before immigrating to the United States, I served as Director of Communications of the National Elections Commission (NEC) for almost 4 years. Um, Resigned before immigrating to the United States. I've also served as Director of Communications of the Liberia Institute of Statistics and Geoinformation Services (LISGIS), which is the official statistics house of Liberia. And I was senior producer and presenter at Star Radio Liberia. And then I also worked with DC Television and Radio. I was a television news anchor, and I also worked with Liberia Communications Network, KISS FM, as a presenter and a newscaster. And of course, my entire career started in Sunny Police City, where I come from, Nimba. Where I served as a reporter with Radio Nimba. So for more than half of my life, I've been working as a journalist. So yeah, I have a baccalaureate degree in economics from the University of Liberia. I'm currently pursuing a master's of fraud and forensics degree at the Carlow University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm married and I'm blessed with 4 children. My first kid is pursuing a bachelor's degree in software engineering, and my second kid is a high school, and I have a middle school daughter, and my last kid is in the 3rd grade. I am 46 years old.
Okay. So this interview is all about ALJA. Why do you want to contest the position of Secretary General for ALJA?
Well, ALJA is an institution that has its membership that includes people like us who are journalists and former journalists from Liberia. So since I immigrated to the U.S., I've been a member of the organization, and I believe that it is time that I sort of contribute or harness my expertise and my experience around the current leadership of the association so that I can assist in the process of moving it forward. As you may be aware, over the last few years, ALJA has had a very weak secretariat. Its performance has been very marginal, and it's like the burden of running the organization has always been on the shoulder of the president, Joe Mason, because over the last few years, I've been working with Joe appointed me to work with Sam Johnson and Dr. Sam Johnson and Dr. McDonald Metzger on the Human Resource Committee. And we are the ones who strategize, formulate programs for training and development, and also for projects and programs that ALJA has been undertaking over the last 2 years since Joe took over. But having worked with Joe, I have come to realize that he it's like he has all of the burden of the organization on his shoulders. He does not have the help that he needs, especially from the secretariat. The secretariat does not have that capacity. It's not, it's not delivering. The secretariat is not vibrant. And as a professional organization that is made up of you and myself and other very talented and gifted people, I believe that we should have a very functional and effective secretariat that will be able to propel the image.
This is where I initially thought we would have had a debate where, when you let this kind of allegation about the ineffectiveness of the secretariat, probably you will have time to respond. But ALJA is an institution that has people from different backgrounds, and you have clearly stated your own professional background in both education and places of work. Today, on Saturday, ALJA members are going to be deciding who to occupy this position. What message do you have for them? How do you speak to them to see reason and vote for you and not the current secretary?
Well, my message to them is that we all, members of ALJA, are desirous of ensuring that the organization remains and continues to bear the name or the reputation of being outstanding and reputed as one of the most vibrant Liberian organizations that's based in the United States, that's made of professionals. And so, as a professional organization, you need to have the structures that will be able to deliver and to uphold the standard that we all desire. And in order to do that, you need individuals who have the pedigree, who have the capacity, who have the prowess to provide the kind of deliverable that the institution needs. And so to do that, you need a strong and very vibrant secretariat. There's no way you can run a professional organization like ALJA if you don't have a secretariat that is strong. So I am calling on all of them to consider the ability to choose who they want as the Secretary General of Organization on the perspective of professionalism, of performance, and the capacity to deliver. As I speak to you right now, ALJA does not have a directory of membership, a comprehensive directory of membership that contains the names, the address, the email address, and even telephone numbers of members of the organization. We need a structured directory that we can go into and just pull up information. And if anybody, for example, you a member of ALJA, says, look, Joey, what can I find the listing of members of ALJA, updated listing, up-to-date listing with all the information? Right now you cannot find it. You're going to find it in pieces. Joe Mason has some, other people have them, So we don't have a structured, directory that we can access. Okay. And besides that, we don't have a very good record keeping system. You can have account for the minutes of meetings, and some of the programs and projects that ALJA are taking. There's no record. We don't have any substantive record of it. So we need a vibrant, functioning secretariat that will be able to ensure that the organization is propelled to the level that we need it to be. You understand? And that's what is lacking right now. And so that's the reason why I'm calling on my colleagues to elect me Secretary General of the organization so that we'll be able to put into place the measures that will be able to ensure a vibrant, functioning secretariat of the Association of Liberian Journalists in America's ALJA.
Finally, what do you have to say? I know we all are busy today, and I don't want to keep it for a long time. What is the final word?
Well, my final word is that as we all, members of the association, go to the polls tomorrow, we should be able to elect leaders based on their ability to perform. And we should not skew our perspective on the issue of sympathy. We should not elect people on the basis of sympathy. We should not be sympathetic in providing votes to people or in electing to a certain position. We should do it because we want people to perform. We want the organization to grow, to be vibrant, to be effective. And the only way we can have an effective, vibrant organization is to have people elected who will be able to deliver in concert with the constitution of ALJA.
Okay, finally, what if you don't win tomorrow's election?
I'll accept the results and I'll continue to work with ALJA. Over the last 2 years, I've been working with the Human Resource Committee, where we hold meetings for hours and hours, virtual meetings, and we formulate programs, we write project proposals, we write grants, and also undertake other initiatives that the current president thinks is vibrant for the organization. So I will accept the result and I'll continue to work with ALJA. ALJA is an organization that I love. I'm not going to despair, irrespective of the fact that, even if I'm not elected tomorrow.
Okay, it was nice having you with us. And this is Joe Kennedy. Yeah. Thank you so much, Joe. Yeah. Okay, Patient, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. That was Joey, and Joey is the person who is contesting the position of Secretary General of ALJA. He's going to be contesting against the lady Akai, and these are all powerful people of the Association of Liberian Journalists in the Americas. Well, 2A Radio has been coming your way. We try to bring you the voices of people that are in ALJA.
We heard from the president earlier, that is Joe Mason. We heard from Peter Masakwe. We heard from Akai, and then Joey. So these are all powerful people. These are all powerful people who want to take on the leadership of ALJA. Again, patient, we will definitely get to these individuals after the election or before the election. As soon as we have some more time, we will keep speaking to them. We might have some time to also speak to members, those who are going to be voting for these persons comes tomorrow. So once again, patient, I want to say thank you so much for being there for us, and we appreciate how far we have come with 2A Radio.
Oh, you are welcome. And we'll see you again tomorrow at the elections, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is election.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, we are expecting the information minister, Legible Rennie. Anytime we see him, we definitely would just want to give him a few minutes and ask him questions as to what is happening in Liberia with the media landscape and government on position. Maybe he'll be able to tell some other stuff. So be thinking about it, patient. We know Legible is going to come. When he comes, we want to call him somewhere and ask him some of the concern questions. Questions of concern.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. This has been a presentation by the 2A Radio and on ALJA convention that is currently taking place in Trenton, New Jersey. We will be back here on this platform tomorrow and to bring you all the latest that is going on. The elections will be taking place, so be part of what is happening in ALJA. It was wonderful having you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.